Thank you.
Hello, viewers. We have today Arijit Das, a professional, a renowned logistic professional who has got almost 16 years of his career experience. He is having his logistic background. He is a guest faculty, he's a supply chain enthusiast, and a freelance consultant as well. He has got immense experience in terms of transportation, market expansion, and key accounts management, and customer support operations as well. The most important and most interesting about his career is his expertise in multiple languages. Apart from Hindi and English, he is well versed with Telugu, Tamil, Odia, and Kannada. I think this is really wonderful. So, Arijit, I'm sure
Yeah,
this particular thing is helping you a lot in your career. Anyways, we'll directly jump on this podcast, and I will request you to share your story and your profile so that our
yeah.
viewers can understand better and they can relate to you very quickly. Yeah, Ari.
Thank you, Shiven. Thank you for the invite as well as the opportunity. The first thing I would start is I'm a mechanical engineer and a retail management MBA student. Now, in most of the interviews, I'm being asked that being a mechanical engineer, you've chosen retail management as your MBA. First thing. Second, after doing those two activities, you are into supply chain or logistics. Now, what is the combination about that? So, it started so that when we were doing supply chain or logistics management, we had a subject in MBA. So there I understood about the supply chain activities of Walmart, and I got connected to that, and I got attracted to that particular division. So I thought that I should do it and I should explore it because this is something which is most challenging for me at that time, and it proved to be. It proved to be till today. It's proving to me that it's a challenging field where you find not repetition of any of the problems. Rather, there are problems every day in a new way, and you get to work out in a different activity, a different way to get out of that particular problem.
Right.
So that is one thing. And then I got into Bangalore. I got a pre-placement offer, and that was a container freight station in Bangalore. The first activity the my boss gave me is to check out the diesel levels of forklift and restackers and check the high mast lights and everything. Then I started doing that, and while checking the diesel levels, I started driving those equipments. So from there, I learned how to drive my car. So
That's
then
excellent,
the
huh?
next activity, yeah. So now you can understand how do I drive the car on the roads.
Okay.
So, so the next activity was I was handling domestic trains, exim trains, which are private train operators. I was coordinating with them, and all of a sudden, some warehouse part was debonded and it was stored. It was kept for this particular train operators, and suddenly there were no train operators within our premises. So the management asked me that why don't you sell those warehouse to companies who are looking out for a storage system. So
Yeah.
that I am talking about 2008-9. So then I did that without any much knowledge about what is a solution design, what is a racking, and all those things. It's a block storage. You come, you use, and then you go away, no contract, nothing. So then I joined another organization wherein I did the transportation and the same kind of warehousing. So the transportation, what I used to do is the containerized boxes, export boxes that used to move from Bangalore to Mumbai, and I used to track it out. Now I used to handle the consignments of Nokia, like DHLs, the DB Shankars. So they used to have the clients like Gap, then they have Nokia consignments, they have got multiple consignments. Aditya Birla was there. So all the big names were there, and I used to handle them. And at the time in 2008-9, nobody was having this mobile technology or GPS system. So what I used to do, I have developed a GPS system with a collaboration of a 3PL company of a IT company named Logica. So that we used to track down, and I used to give full night. I used to give the updates to the clients.
Okay.
Then I moved on to Bombay. Bombay, I was based out of Navashava Port. I was doing the same activity, transportation, warehousing. Then the management wanted me to go to Gujarat because they wanted to get into a RoRo vessel planning, that is Sagarmala project. I went to Gujarat. I drove all the way to Gujarat from Kandla to Ahmedabad. I went to all the ports available in Gujarat. I spoke to all the port authorities. I checked the draft level. I checked the high tide, low tide timing, everything I have done.
Mm.
Then I came back and I joined of a 3PL company. That's a startup. So there I got a client over there. Then I joined another organization who has got a logistics, who had a logistics hub, multimodal logistics hub in Madhya Pradesh at RC. So I kickstarted that. Then I got, and then COVID came in. I joined a multinational 3PL company, which is much more into fashion and retail. So likewise, I have been put into a lot of challenges. As I told you that logistics or supply chain is a area where you get challenges, and I have been thrown into challenges, and I have come out successfully by the grace of God, and somehow I survived till that.
Great. I think that's how you
So
all learn in this logistics industry. And
yes, true.
the way you said, no, it's rightly put forward that every day is a new day, every day is a new chapter, and you
Yes,
learn every day, almost every day you learn.
absolutely. Yeah,
That's the most amazing
true.
fact of logistics.
Yeah,
Yes. And
expect the unexpected. That's what I have given the name.
correct, correct. You should be very, very prepared that something
Yeah,
unpreparedness is going to be seen tomorrow morning. If you are
yes,
sleeping, you be ready that tomorrow is going to be a very new challenge, very new day.
yeah,
Arijit, I must compliment one more thing today. I think you are the second guest in my podcast. I think, and back to back, I got two mechanical engineers coming into the logistics and saying I'm from the mechanical engineering background and I'm into logistics. I really enjoy things, you know.
yeah,
It's not about mechanical engineer or logistic. It's about your mindset, how flexible you are.
yeah.
That, yeah,
True.
having a technical line altogether while you are studying, you must be thinking of something else, and then getting
You end
airdrop,
up doing. Yeah,
end up doing logistics. But then again, I'm sure these two have some correlation whereby you manage to excel in this particular field as well. I'm sure. I'm not a mechanical engineer. I cannot say you must be knowing the whole truth. But amazing. I mean, this is a good fact.
on a lighter note, I would say that there is a saying in the engineering fraternity that engineers, they can do anything and everything apart from engineering activity.
That's really fun. That's really fun. Good. I
Yeah,
think, Arijit, you have a 16 plus years splendid experience. You have done business development, warehousing, transportation, market expansions, key account management. You have got a good flair of customer support operations. I think
yeah,
these all these experience is really important when you are talking to our viewers and you are helping them to understand that basically towards the new viewers, new people who are planning to come into the field. I think your inputs are going to be very, very valuable. I would say uh, your inputs are going to be for them, it's going to be an eye opener that a mechanical
yeah,
engineer having learned the engineering degree, done the engineering degree, and then coming into this logistics business and started the entire career from the scratch. You said you started with measuring the diesel of the HOPTs and all.
yes, true, true.
So that kind of mindset gives you
Huh.
an
See,
additional advantage.
what happens? Yeah, what happens is until and unless you love the activity or you love the job, what you are doing, whether you are in an engineering field or whether you are in a supply chain field, you cannot excel.
Correct.
You need to love, you need to be in love with the job, what you are doing. You should enjoy doing that.
Very
And the first thing, first and foremost thing is whatever you are doing, you should know what you are doing. If
true.
I'm talking to somebody about a warehouse, I should know how a warehouse looks like. If I'm talking to somebody about a container or a trailer or a vehicle, I should know how it looks like, or else what I will talk to him.
Correct. Correct.
I'll be blank. The front person will also be blank, or the front person will start judging me that okay, this guy knows nothing.
Yeah.
So that you need to have it.
True. So, Arjit, with over almost 16 years in logistics and supply chain management, how have you seen the
Yeah,
industry evolve, particularly in India? And my next question would be back to back, what key trends are shaping its futures?
yeah. So in fact, I have given a hint when I was talking about my experience. At those times in 2008, I'm telling, I'm feeling myself pretty old when I'm talking about I'm at those times. So in 2008, the major phone was a BlackBerry. So there were no Google Cloud, no cloud computing, no YouTube. YouTube was there, but that was not that much of in usage. So what and WhatsApp was a dream. So what we used to do that at that time, everything was depending on the drivers or the end users or the uh, blue collar workers. If they say yes, it has been done, then you have to trust it has been done because you don't have a control over it. So from that stage, today we have got everything on our fingertips. You want to see your warehouse? You want to? The other day I was sitting with somebody and he wanted to show me his warehouse in Navashava. He just clicked on certain buttons and on his TV screen I could see the warehouse, the CFS in Navashava, and we were sitting in Andheri.
Yes,
So it is a CCTV facility. At that time it was not there, not even in the warehouse, in a high value warehouse. So this particular involvement, I told you that at that time that cloud computing was not there. I developed the Logica thing, and Logica has taken a white paper release and everything. They have taken my interview over there. That has been published in the US and UK centers. Everything that India has done something wherein we are doing it in a moving vehicle. We have placed it,
great.
and that GPS was something. That GPS was something that you put it, it is just like a matchbox. You throw it inside the vehicle, it will get catch hold of that and it will start sending signals. And the moment it reaches Navashava or the port, my person used to take it out and then send it in the next vehicle back to me.
Hey, you should have
So
taken the
that way
patent.
we have done.
You should have taken the
Yeah,
patent or trademark of this, no?
that couldn't be done because that product was imported from China.
Okay, okay. Very funny. Yeah, yeah.
So that is the thing which from that time we have evolved today that vehicles are coming with inbuilt GPS.
True.
So you don't need to control anything now. You need to get the data in front of your system every day, and that is what we are talking to our customers. Sir, we'll give you real-time updates.
Right.
Somebody other day, somebody was telling to another guy that in TMS we have got TMS. Now TMS is everywhere there in each and every vehicle. Now the person was telling that in TMS you need not have to call to the driver. The vehicle, the mobile will be there inside the vehicle only. You call on that number and you will get the update. So things are evolving like you couldn't have imagined the things what were will come. It is something like expect the unexpected. What we talk about in logistics or supply chain, it is the same thing which is happening in today's date. Earlier, there were a lot of challenges. Now we have overcome that challenges. Now, from last 1.5 years, 2 years, what we are seeing the post-COVID scenario, we are seeing that lot of AI, ML coming into picture. Then blockchain is coming into picture. The real-time inventory management is coming into picture. The real-time updates are coming into picture. So basically, what we are getting the certain clear and correct updates on our cargo, on our product, on and updating the same to the customer. So that is what the new change, new era, new generation is coming up.
I
I
think
remember when I joined in 2008, I was teaching my boss how to type an email because he was not that well versed. He was a government employee. He has taken a VRS and he has joined the organization and he was asking me, Arijit, come here and teach me how to type a mail. So now things have changed.
I think you are basically focusing on more visibility, real-time visibility, data-centric approach. I think you are bang on. It's absolutely
Yeah.
the theme what we are able to see it in today's era. Quite insightful, Arijit. I think these were really very, very helpful. My Now I would like to understand what are the some biggest challenges business face in optimizing their logistics operations today? See, why I'm asking, you have got walked out across warehousing, transportation, and contract logistics sales. So I think you are the right person to answer this question. Please share your views on this.
See, the biggest challenge nowadays are everyone is now there is a new thing has come up this environmental issues. Now the customers they wanted because there are certain customers who doesn't want to bring their cargo by air because that is the air pollution. The air pollution will be high. The environment it is not environment friendly.
Hmm.
They want to bring it by ship. Now when they do that, so you can imagine the amount of environment cautious they are, conscious they are. There are certain companies in India who says that okay, they wanted vehicles, but that has to be green vehicles, either CNG or you give us EVs. There are certain companies like Maersk and other companies who have converted their total fleet into greenfield, that is eco-friendly vehicles, all EVs. Now, when we talk this, this is we are doing this. The companies I am talking on part of on behalf of a company, their companies are doing this, but there is a cost involved to it, the initial cost. And when we are doing that mapping with the customer at times are not ready to do that. First thing. Then, if we are talking about the old vehicles which is running on diesel and all, the customer is not ready to give us a diesel hike if there is a hike price hike in between. So there are geopolitical issues. When the geopolitical issues are happening, there are certain issues which is that is indirectly or directly affecting to our sector. That is the first sector. Logistics or supply chain is the first sector which gets hit with the geopolitical issues.
Correct.
So that evolvement, because initially we thought that Russia-Ukraine war it will complete in say 1 month, 15 days, 20 days. Now it is still going on, going on, going on, and then certain other activities are happening. So things are changing very rapidly. Earlier we used to, prior to COVID, we used to have a just-in-time technology, jet technology. And when the COVID came in, everyone thought that no, we should have some inventory at our warehouses so that we can cater to our customers. So earlier, it was having the inventory and then catering customer. Then immediately they shifted to JIT. Now JIT from JIT they again wanted to go back to the normal activity.
Correct.
So this kind of resilience or this kind of agility you need to have, and that is what is not seen in the customer as well as the companies. That is not sinking. That is the challenge which is always there, and I think it will take some more days to we should be in sync with each other.
Yeah, I think you are more focusing on it's a double-edged sword kind of a thing. People, customers, they want everything. They want sustainability, they want technology, they want visibility, everything. But then these all have different costs. But then when everything comes or falls down to a cost, customer doesn't want that cost to bear. So customer wants cost effective but sustainable and all these things, whatever we are talking about. I think that is the biggest challenge. I agree, fully agree with you. We have been meeting clients, we have been doing a lot of solution designing, and we can see this is a practical challenge whereby the ground team is facing a lot of resistance, and they are trying to
Yeah.
evolve new technologies or new ways to handle this. I absolutely agree with you.
So,
I think this is quite
yeah.
insightful. I think you have already touched your sustainability and technology thing. I think really happy to
Yeah.
see you have already covered sustainability, because I was about to ask you about sustainability and technology. Now, so let us help our viewers, especially to the people who have come to this industry as a newcomer or they have just started the career, about their possibilities in this particular field. So basically, I would like to ask you your suggestions to the young professionals who are looking to build a successful career in this logistics and supply chain management industry. Any lesson from your own journey would also help them a lot.
See, the first thing I would say that logistics and supply chain industry is an industry where the educated people are very less. Whoever are there, they are on a very high rank. When we talk about transportation industry, I'm not pointing figure about educated, non-educated. I'm telling that professionals are less in number. You find all the transporters uh, not having a proper language skill, or they don't know how to talk and they don't know how to pitch into the customer, and they don't know how to route mapping, how to do the proper route planning. So those things are lacking. So when we are inviting the young generation, young minds, when they are coming up, then there is no looking back in the logistics and supply chain arena, because it is the most organized sector, and now it will become the most organized sector because a lot of startups are there, and a lot of startups are there who have been succeeding, and there are startups who have failed. So now the point is, when people are trying to come into logistics and supply chain, my only piece of advice will be: first, you should love the industry. If you want to really want to come in, then you should love the industry person. Second thing, you should learn the thing when you come in. You should have that passion in you. That okay, if you are getting into a warehouse, then you should know what are the equipments being used, how it is being used, on what reason they are being used, what is the alternative for that. Everything you should know. And that is not, you cannot get that knowledge in a single day or 1 hour or 2 hours. You should continuously have that patience and have that passion to come and to understand, to ask questions and to learn things. So it is not just only to I'm not getting a job and let me get into logistics, transportation ही कर लेता हूँ, or I'll get into transportation या supply chain. So this is not the point for you. Then this is not the field for you. If you want to do it wholehearted. That is what my advice would be.
Very appropriate, Arijit. With this, I would also like to mention the initiatives being taken by the government, central government, and the other state governments. They are also taking a lot of initiatives to boost this particular industry and to
Yeah,
ensure that our the people who are coming into this field with a lot of professional technical know-how and everything, they are able to add more value into this industry. I think couple of
yeah,
initiatives like Gati Shakti, ONDC, and all these things, these are boosting this industry a lot. I was just
absolutely.
reading a news whereby one of the department in the government is becoming is getting renamed as a logistics industry. So I think
Yes.
government is also boosting a lot, and we as a professional have our own duties, our own I would say part to play in this. And you, person like you, Arijit, and other whoever are working in this particular field with a lot of experience, a lot of technological know-how, are going to be very key to take this industry to the next level. And as we know, government is focusing on minimizing the cost of logistics so that our export gets the additional advantage, and we increase our export and we balance our import values with export, and that is also going to
Yeah.
be very, very helpful for all of us. Thank you so much, Arijit, for coming to our show and helping our viewers, and especially personally to me to understand your stories, your inputs, which is going to be very helpful for all of us. Thank you so much, Arijit.
Thank you, Steven. And one more thing, I would say that this is a very good platform that you have started, you have created, wherein you are just highlighting the know-hows of the industries and you are just inviting the young minds. They should know, they should be prepared. What are the fields and what are the challenges they might face? It's not about only about me coming and telling. There are certain other guests who will be coming and talking about the challenges, the opportunities, what this field holds in it. And really, it's a commendable job that you are carrying out. All the very best.
Thank you, Arijit, and all the best to you also for your career. And we wish to
Yeah,
uh, meet again. Maybe
sure.
in due course of time, we'll have a second round of discussion, and our viewers can enjoy more of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.